All right, and we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to the E-Estate Revolution Sunday night webinar. We do this every single Sunday night at 6 p.m. Central Time, where we go over the latest information about e-estate. I bring you guys everything, right? The breaking news, everything that's going on. We go over the agent opportunity, we go over the buyer opportunity, and we just want to keep it really, really fresh and make sure that, there's a lot of information that comes through during the week, right? And it's almost impossible to keep up with everything as it's coming in because it comes in so fast, right? So this is a great opportunity for us to get together, right? Whether you're watching it now here on the webinar or if you're watching it after on the YouTube channel, the E-Estate Revolution YouTube channel, hey, this is a great place to get all the latest info about e-estate. Now, one thing I would like to point out real quick is right here, I got some pictures done of the properties that I'm invested in. Okay, so I got my villas here. This is my beach house, one beach house I'm invested in, one of the commerce properties I'm invested in, and then also my certificate of membership with eEstate. And I put that little piece together because I'm a very visual person, and I also like to have it's cool to have the fractional ownership of these different pieces of real estate. So I figured, hey, why not put up some pictures, right? I remember my dad doing that when I was growing up. With his real estate properties, he would put different pictures up, and so I wanted to kind of fulfill that family tradition. I would like to welcome the latest member of eEstate, who is a manager with eEstate, and her name is Emily. So, welcome, Emily, to the company. Welcome to the eEstate family. And she can be reached on Telegram at E underscore estate underscore assist. So it's the asterisk followed by capital E underscore E state, right? Dash assist. So E dash estate dash assist. Or so E underscore estate underscore assist. This is so huge, right? And the fact that they're putting out different help desks and people who have helpful information who are able to help the investors and the agents is a very, very good sign, right? Because with any type of company, you want to have a help desk that is accessible. I can remember companies in the past that I've been a part of that had help desks that, would you'd write a ticket, and you'd never hear anything back from them, or you wouldn't be able to contact support, or you would just get stuck with a robot. So it's a good sign, right, that eEstate is moving forward and hiring managers to do this type of thing, right? Now, we do have a lot of stuff to cover, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen and we're going to start diving in. Okay, and it is going to be lots of news, right? So it's a heavy news day, which is awesome. We're going to go ahead and share that. First thing I want to do is go over this investment strategies explained. And this is a pop-up that you will get on the actual eEstate website when you sign in now, right? And this is a new one, right? Every eEstate buyer can choose their own investment level. And with each higher level, the potential daily profit increases. Investors at advanced levels gain access to premium tokenized properties in Los Angeles and Dubai, offering the highest yields on the platform. So, in order to unlock the bigger investments, you have to be part of some of the smaller ones. During the active phase, the 18-month phase, enjoy daily profit up to 1%, followed by a 10% annual return paid twice a year in the passive phase, ensuring long-term growth and financial stability, right? And you've got a link here to buyer level details and upgrade, profit calculator and property gallery. Want to join the eEstate investors? Connect every day. Click the link, right? And so if we look at this, right, the profit calculator, this just takes you to the properties. Okay, and we'll go ahead and close this out. And so let's say you had part taken in the villas and I don't know, did get a $5,000 chunk, right? Well, it shows you got $30 a day coming in. Per month, you're making around $640 off of that 5,000. Per year, you're making 7,625, right? And that's an 18-month deal, and then it goes into a 10% yearly with 5% being paid out twice per year. Okay? That's how that works. All right, so cool. We got that knocked out. What I would like to do now is spin the wheel right? Because I always like to spin the wheel, and I've got some ETK balance. So what the ETK balance is, guys, is you get ETK for everything you do. So if you buy a property, you get ETK. If you bring somebody new on, you get ETK. If you log into the site for 7 days straight, you get ETK. And basically, ETK is just the company's in-house token, and you can use it to make real money by spinning the wheel. Now, each spin costs 100 ETK, right? So I'm going to do three tonight, and we'll see what we hit tonight. Okay. So first spin, $1.50. Spin number two, 5 cents. And I had somebody say something about that last week, so I'll talk to that. Spin number three, $1. All right. So it's probably more likely to hit the low numbers, right? I don't know. I'm not the one who does the algorithm for the spin. But, I doubt that it's fully randomized completely to where you could end up hitting $3,000 spins in a row. I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll hit 5 cents, sometimes you'll hit zero, right? That's how the spin works. Okay, but then it switches over and it throws the money directly into your wallet. So see, I've got 3.5 in my e-wallet now. Got about 480 sitting in my properties and 288 in my agent balance. Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Now we're going to do the e-estate Q&A video, and I want to pull this up. First thing I want to go over is this right here. So this is my new webinar graphic, right? It's my new webinar graphic. Out of all the webinar graphics that they've done, I like this one the best, right? So shout out to who's ever doing the webinar graphic at eEstate. Let's keep this one, right? I like this one. Real properties, real income. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Time. That's where you can tune in here to the eEstate Revolution. Real estate tokenization gives you access to passive income worldwide, and speaker is yours truly, right? And this is a pretty good picture, right? And a good, I like the way this flyer is laid out. Next up, let's talk about our profit. So the latest profit was on October 3rd. So if you had the apartments in Miami, you've got a 0.32% yield, okay, for that day. Apartments, just the regular apartments, right? You've got a 0.44%. Houses, right? I enjoy one of the houses. You've got a 0.51%. Villas, 0.64%. Tourism, 0.7%. Commerce, 0.74%. Business, 0.81%. Land plots, 0.87%. Development, 0.92%. Business development, 0.97%. So if you look at it, even if, like, let's say you're in the apartments, you got 0.44%, and that's for the day. Let's times that by 5 just to get an average, right? That's 2.2%, right? 2.2%. Even if it stays at that average, that's 2.2% a week, right? And with that type of growth, I mean, a lot is possible, especially when you look at the long-term possibilities for something like that. I want to share this graphic with you. Start investing in real estate with confidence. There's 5 investor levels with access to premium properties delivering high returns. So real estate remains one of the most reliable investments. eEstate makes it simple and transparent. Reliable income, premium opportunities, buyer levels. Real estate is one of those things that just keeps going up. Have you noticed? I mean, when I was growing up, my grandfather had one job working for Union Electric, is what they called it back then. It was a union electrical company. Surprise, surprise. Worked for Union Electric, and he was able to have multiple houses, right? Multiple properties. Took care of everybody. Grandma didn't work, right? He gave money to mom, right? I mean, he was like Mr. Moneybags off of one job. Well, those days are long gone, right? I mean, today, if you want to get a house, you're looking at, I mean, even a low cost house, you could be looking in the triple digits, 100,000 or more, right? So real estate just keeps going up in value. And so it's not a bad investment to have. Now, this is a crypto investment, so crypto in, crypto out. We're going to talk about that a little more going into it. But Crypto is largely unregulated, right? And so there is an amount of risk involved in this and any other crypto platform that is going to have to be taken into consideration, right? Now, if you were to go out and just buy a regular piece of real estate, hey, there's risk in that too, right? You never know, man. You might have ants crawling in the walls or something like that. You never know what's going to happen. All right, so next up, I wanted to share this graphic, become a digital estate agent. And let me make sure. Yeah, so we wanted to, here we go. So become an official e-estate agent. Okay, so the way that that works, guys, is $9 a month or $90 a year subscription, right? You got the official employment because you get an employment contract, you get certified, and you can receive legal income, association membership. So when you join up as an agent, you'll join the ARDR, which is the Global Association of Real Digital Realtors. You got multiple cash flows, right? You can unlock commissions, bonuses, rewards, and passive income streams. Your benefit as an e-estate agent, up to 6% commission per property sale, 8 levels deep, up to 5% from client passive income, 5 levels. So now you're not just making money on the commission, but you make money on the profits that your clients are bringing in. It's insane. 40 plus achievement awards, tokens, and the money wheel, agent bonuses from 30 to $10,000. Okay, this is not just a subscription, it's your entry into a global profession backed by legal contracts, blockchain transparency, and a powerful support network, right? So a lot of this reporting, guys, is coming directly from the e-estate company. This is what they're saying about themselves. And they're really working hard to try to build trust in the community. We talked about this a little before. This is the e-estate support. And that's going to be another support channel, which is at e underscore estate underscore support, not to be mixed up with Emily, who is e underscore estate underscore assist. So Emily's assist, this one is support. Like I said, they're building up the support on Telegram, right? And on online in general, right? So the support for the company, you can find the email, right, at eestate.co. And then also if you're on Telegram, which I pretty much recommend anybody to get on it because that's where you're going to get a lot of the news and the information about eestate. You can hit up that eestate support as well, right? If you need help with something. So shout out to them for doing that. We're making support accessible. All right, here's a cool one. So, your questions answered, guys. Do you have questions, right, about tokenized real estate, investing, or e-estate opportunities? Now is your chance to get them answered directly by the experts. Okay, you can send your questions to info at e-estate.co. So you can send any questions you have to info, and this is an email address, info at e-estate.co. Okay, and hey, they're going to pick questions to answer. So Brandon and Mike, okay, the CEO and the co-founder are going to be reviewing all submissions and providing answers on an upcoming e-estate Q&A video. So that's pretty cool. This is your opportunity to receive insights, tips, and insider knowledge from the people who built the e-estate ecosystem. So you got a burning question, right? You got a question for the CEO, you send it right into that. And if they pick it, you're going to be featured in the video. Okay, submit your questions today and make sure to watch the upcoming interview to get your answers straight from the experts. Okay? The Bali Villa. Okay, the Bali Villa has fully sold out, guys. Now, what this means is it sold 75,000 EST and it sold for $750,000, right? So each token is backed by real estate secured on the blockchain. That means that the property itself, okay, is $750,000 and the tokens representing partial ownerships of that property have all been bought and paid for. So now this property is owned completely by the community, right? So the people who did invest in this are going to be receiving their passive income from the Bali Villa. Okay, and those who missed their chance to invest in this, hey, there's still a lot of other opportunities with the estate that are not fully sold out yet. But what we want to do is make sure that everybody knows that, hey, these things are limited until the cost is reached. Like, say you've got a $1 million house, right? And you're selling, tokens for $10,000. Well, once you sell so many tokens, you're going to hit that million and then you don't sell anymore. You just pay out the people who have already bought. And that's what happened with the Bali Villa. Okay, let's see. So congratulations, 75,000 EST has been sold for 750,000. Each owner holds a smart contract on the blockchain confirming full ownership. Earnings. Okay, for those who got into this, your active phase for the first 18 months, you're going to have daily accruals of 0.56 through 0.76%. Then you're going to get your stable 10% annual income for life on the passive phase. Assets can be transferred to heirs, and the investment contract is legally valid worldwide. This tourist villa in one of Bali's prime rental zones features a private pool, modern tropical design, and strong rental income throughout the year. Okay. Important for agents and investors. Guys, there are 9 more properties on the eState platform that are not fully sold. 9. Still not fully sold. All are visible at any time. Just go into your account. You can check them out there. Okay. Okay. We talked about becoming an agent. An ecosystem you can trust. Okay, so eState, I'm going to talk a little bit about eState, Eli Property with 50 plus years in real estate and where they're getting that figure from, the Association of Real Digital Realtors Connecting Professionals Worldwide. So, uh, many people ask, okay, and a lot of people are asking this and ask themselves this, can eState really be trusted? Well, let me just give you a perspective of a crypto trader and an investor, okay? I don't like I understand that there's risk involved in every investment that I make and in everything that I do. And this is just me talking, right? This is not the company. So, I mean, trust is kind of not, it doesn't come into the equation for me, right? I look at the what the results are, what the possibilities are, what the possible negatives are, and then I weigh the pros and cons and I decide if I want to get into something, right? So, it's not like for me, it's not a matter of trusting as much as it is of, hey, can I get into this, make a profit, right, and move on, right, if I so choose, right? That's kind of how it is for me. So let me get back to what they're saying here. Many people ask, can e-estate really be trusted? The answer is simple, yes, and here's why. So they're going to go into why they say that they should be trusted. E-estate is an international real estate token platform registered in Panama, created to make property investment accessible, transparent, and secure for everyone. All right, behind the platform stands Eli Property, founded in the United States back in 1973. So this is what they're saying is that this Eli Property has actually been around since the 70s. Okay, decades of experience in managing and developing residential and commercial properties. The company is led by Mike Hamilton, its co-owner and founder of eEstate, eEstate at eliproperty.com. So and if you've paid attention to some of the videos, you've heard Brandon talk about this and Mike talk about their history as real estate agents. Especially Brandon talked about that a lot. An important role played by the Association of Digital Realtors, or ARDR, founded by Brandon Stephenson. Today, its chief real estate officer is Carol Peterson. The association provides membership for $9 per month, $90 per year, giving agents access to training, legal support, and official employment. Okay, and you can look at a website, it's association-rdr.com. So if you want to look at that website, that is association-rdr.com. Okay, so together, this is the e-estate ecosystem. You got real properties in the US, Europe, Asia, and the UAE. You got tokenization on blockchain, right? Transparent smart contracts. You got legal work for agents with official contracts. You got a global community of investors and real estate agents. So we're not just building a platform, we are creating an entire system where experience, technology, and trust come together as one. E-Estate, Eli Property, and ARDR, a reliable ecosystem that works for you, right? With the reliability, transparency, and experience. Okay, so that is the ecosystem. I told you there's a lot of stuff this week, man. There's a lot of stuff coming out. What I want to hit on now is a couple of videos, and we're going to listen to this lady first. and get into that. Okay, so eEstate is growing every single day. Hey, let's hear what she has to say here.
Hello, friends. I'm Carol Peterson, Chief Agent at eEstate. Since 2020, I've been helping Brandon Stevenson develop the Association of Digital Realtors and launch eEstate. During this time, I remained mostly behind the scenes. Many of you don't know me personally yet. When eEstate was first launched, I was on maternity leave. But even then, I stayed involved, supported the team, and contributed to the platform's growth. Today, eEstate already has thousands of EST holders and hundreds of agents. And I'm recording this video to finally introduce myself to all of you and say, I'm back to full-time work. From now on, I'll be fully engaged in the processes, and together with the team, we'll take the company to the next level on the international stage. eEstate has a huge future, and now I'm here with you to make it even brighter. Hello.
All right, so there we go. So eEstate is growing every single day. The agent team is expanding, right? Leaders and professionals from major companies are joining eEstate, driving sales of tokenized real estate and building their careers with us. So, guys, every new deal means more investors earning passive income from real properties, apartments, villas, and commercial buildings. All of our agents are part of ARDR, receiving certification, training, and official recognition. This is not just a side hustle, it's a global profession with a real career path, commissions, bonuses, and leadership opportunities. So, I have not found this to be a side hustle, right? I was just like everybody else when eEstate first started, getting to know the platform, getting to know the people who are behind the platform and giving it a shot, and had no idea at the time that I would be at this place where I am right now, making between 35 and 40K per year in this alone, right? So it's definitely not a side hustle. I mean, you can really do something with this. Okay. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the agents, right, that she's referring to. We have agents in Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas, okay, providing that this truly is an international movement. Tokenized real estate is the future of the industry, and those who join eEstate now are pioneers leading the charge. So we're proud of every new agent and confident that even bigger victories and international achievements are ahead. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the buyer levels. But before we do, I have one more video that I want to share with you, and this is Mike. Let me go ahead and do this.
Let's talk about what makes eEstate different. We're not some pop-up startup. We're built on 50 years of real estate history, real experience, real results. I'm talking about Eli Property, a company founded in Oregon back in 1973. We've seen every market, up, down, sideways, and we're still standing. We've bought, sold, developed, and managed real estate in Oregon and California for decades. And now, all of that experience is behind the eEstate platform. On top of that, we work side by side with the Association of Real Digital Realtors, an independent organization that helps set high standards and ethics for agents worldwide. We're not here to experiment. We're not just here to try things out. We're here to stay. Tokenization isn't a trend, it's a transformation. And if you're with us now, you're already ahead of the pack. You're not just early, you're smart. Because when the world catches up, you'll already be earning, growing, and leading. We're building the future of real estate, and we're not going anywhere. Let's make history together. Let's talk.
All right, so you can see from that video kind of where they're coming from with this idea of trust, right? And wanting people and wanting to build trust in the platform. Okay. Buyer levels, your investment journey at eEstate. So every investor chooses their level, right? With each new level, new opportunities open. So when you purchase estate tokens, the EST, you become part of a real tokenized ecosystem. Each buyer level unlocks access to more profitable real estate sectors and higher returns. So you've got level one, which is starter buyer from $10. Daily yield in level one is 0.32% through 0.61%. In there, you'll be dealing with the Miami apartments, some apartments, perhaps some houses. Level two, skilled buyer from 10,000 daily yield, right? So you got 0.66% through 0.886%. Once you hit professional, you're in for 25K. Daily yield there is 0.71 through 0.91%. Once you hit elite, you're in for 50K. Daily yield is 0.75 through 0.95%, and level 5 exclusive buyer from 150,000, daily yield 0.8 through 1%. So the higher your level, guys, the greater your potential for daily profit because you gain access to premium tokenized properties in Los Angeles and Dubai. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Exclusive high yield real estate assets representing top segment of the global property market. So during the active phase, the first 18 months, you receive daily profit distributions directly to your wallet. Okay, after that begins the passive phase where income continues at 10% per year, paid twice a year, ensuring long-term stability and consistent returns. Right? Of course, there's the profit calculator where you can go to check all of that out. You can go to eestate.co/buyer to see the PDF presentations and all of that good stuff. And, it's all there. The documentations, the presentations, it's all there, guys. Now, I want to say a quick word about this. And this is important. So let me stop this share. So, guys, look, I've been a part of a lot of network marketing opportunities. Okay. And to be straight up with you, I've seen people lose thousands and thousands of dollars and not have anything to show for it. Right? They make zero. Like I once knew a person who put over 30K into a business and made nothing, maybe like $400. And that used to be the norm in network marketing, right? Because you would have to be like super salesman making 300 phone calls a day, 300, 400, 500 phone calls a day, knocking on doors, selling products, and trying to build your team. And you bring 3 people in and 4 people fall off, right? And that was network marketing, right? And the only people who made money were the people at the very, very, very top. And it was like that for a long time, since the 70s, guys. What I like about platforms, eState in particular, and platforms like eState is that it's not a situation where you're not going to make any money, right? So as soon as your first day goes by, right, you've already got profit coming into your wallet, right? So it's not like a thing where it's just all getting flushed down the toilet like I've seen before with some network marketing companies. Because with this, you don't have to be a super skilled salesperson. You don't have to knock on 1,000 doors. You don't have to make 300 phone calls, right? What you do is you make your money work for you. But you got to make sure that you're careful with your leveraging and don't invest more than you can afford to lose, right? Right now, maybe you can only do $10. Hey, there's no shame in that. Do $10. Do $10, track your percentages, and just imagine, what could happen in your future, right? With those same type of percentages, right? If you can do 100, hey man, do 100, right? Some people are going to be able to do more. It just depends on where you're at personally. So you never want to over leverage yourself, but this is a beautiful step, in my opinion, in the right direction for the network marketing world in general, because it allows everybody to have a chance to make money. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in, whether you are here right now at the meeting or whether you're watching this on the eState Revolution YouTube channel. I love and appreciate you, and we will see you guys on the next video. Take care.